buddies. I hope you guys are having an amazing morning. It is a little bit cooler here today and a little more overcast than it was yesterday. So forgive the lack of bright light and the darker shade of my glasses. But one, your girl can't see without them. So we just got to deal with those glasses. They're going to be there. And two, I'm assuming today is going to be a bit of a rainy day, which might explain the extra sinusy sound that you're getting from me. I apologize in advance, but there is absolutely nothing I can do about it. So this is what you get. I hope you can tolerate it. Forgive the off-centered camera, but to my right, over my shoulder, is the dumpster. And nobody really wants to see that. Not only do we not want to see it, it's kind of full. So I don't want to see it. But I digress. Good morning to all of my mutuals. Good morning to all of my new subscribers. I am currently sitting at 152 subscribers, which is really exciting. I got some surprise text messages yesterday from people I know in the real world who said that they watched my videos, and that really made me feel good. Never would I think that these people would take their time out of their day to look at something that absolutely has nothing to do with their lives. They are not crochet artists. They could care less about yarn, I'm sure. Although they love me, they don't necessarily understand what I'm doing with yarn or what my passion about crochet really is. They see the things that I do and I think they like them, but that's probably as far as it goes, and that's okay. We all have passions. Some of us are like me, into fiber arts. They're into the yarns, the hooks, the techniques, the styles, and whether it's for the home accessory or it's a wearable or it's a toy, amigurumi as they're called now. Before they were just toys. Nonetheless, whatever that passion project is that you're into, it's always wonderful when others appreciate what you're doing and what you're making. At least it is for me. And prior to being a crochet person, like I said, I was a knitter. And I didn't knit a lot of things for other people because those types of things take a long time for me. I managed somehow, because like I said, I started by reading a book to learn how not only to do the basic garter stitch knitting and the knit purl, one purl, to create the different fabric motifs that we're also very used to seeing. I even learned how to do cables. And it was only the basic rope cable, but nonetheless I learned it. And I've talked to a lot of people who knit who to this day say they still can't do that. So I'm excited to say that I learned how to do it. And to be honest, I didn't even learn with the cable hook that they sold. I learned with a paper clip because your girl was in college and money was not free flowing. So we had to do what we had to do. But other stats on the channel for right now, like I said, there's 152 subscribers. There are 472 views. Who's watching all of that? Anyway, 21.7 watch hours. I appreciate you guys. Thank you. Thank you so, so much. With that said, I also want to share with you my message of the day. And this was the message that was in my gratitude journal that I can share because it applies to so many people, not just me. Although it does speak to me personally, it really is a global message. And it is that mercy transforms my heart and frees my soul. And that's really, really important to me, especially in a time where I'm learning how to forgive some things that I held grudges to. I'm an Aries. Literally, my birthday is March 21st. So not only am I an Aries, I'm Aries first day. That means when it comes to I want what I want it right now, You're gonna do it my way. If you do it your way is wrong, and you can argue all you want to, but you'll be arguing over there because I'm over here and I'm still gonna do it my way. Yes, your girl is stubborn, admittedly. And sometimes I bump my head. Sometimes I don't forgive. I admit it. I am human. I am flawed. I make mistakes. Not every decision that I'm going to make is the correct one. But I believe in the things that I believe in. I love hard. I love fiercely. I love passionately. I can be aggressive. But yes, I can be aggressive. And when I'm aggressive and tenacious, more times than not, I have been blessed enough that it has fettered out to be a good thing. As the parent of a child with an intellectual disability, that passion, that tenacity, that aggressiveness has had me labeled in many ways. Some ways were great, and people got on board with what I was trying to do. Those things benefited my son academically, developmentally, and intellectually. And other times they fought me. And when they fought me, I kind of pulled back and I let them fall, because I knew what I believed in was the right thing for my son. There were certain words that I used, like non-negotiable. You know, I would hear teachers, staff members, therapists say to him, "Do you want to do XYZ?" And this baffled me. First of all, I don't negotiate with terrorists, and to me, that was a terrorist move. You need to tie your shoes. If, for example, you need to tie your shoes. Do you want to tie your shoes? That's not a question. That's not negotiable. The shoes will be tied, and I'm not doing it. I have other things to do. I'm on an executive level. You are on the lower level. Tie your shoes. Now you can tie your shoes now, or you can tie your shoes right now. But this is what we're going to do, because this is non-negotiable. You're going to tie the shoes. And I spoke and he did it. Because what was the choice? If I didn't give a choice, I didn't have a problem. And when I would hear those same staff members, "Well, I asked him to do such and such and he said no." That's cute. I don't have that problem at home. And when they would implement those words and use those strategies that I was using at home, he got further. He did more. He was more independent, more successful, and more capable of doing the things that I had seen him do. I never expected, asked, or anticipated things of him that he could not do. I saw him do something and then expected it. I have the same expectations of children who come into my care. When your child starts to crawl or hold their own bottle or feed themselves or whatever the situation, I expect that once you start, you continue. It's just what you do. You know, I will show you tips and tricks. I'm not always going to repeat the same thing over and over again. Forgive me. It's still morning. Your girl needs her coffee. And today's coffee is protein shake. I think it's the Atkins chai latte flavor protein shake, and cold brew coffee. Today's coffee is a custom blend that I bought at a local coffee shop, and did my own grinding, put it in the refrigerator so that it could cold steep, and 2 pumps of a sugar-free sugar-free syrup, because I'm diabetic, so I can't have the real sugar, but I needed something this morning because it's early. As one would say, so good. And it really is. I needed that. Nonetheless, this is how I structure things that I do. I'm very much a word person. I don't believe in negotiating with things. I don't fiddle with things. I'm not a oh, well, let's see how this is gonna work out. No. I'm going to do it. It's going to get done, and that's going to be the way it is. The biggest thing that I would say about myself that I would like to see me grow with is being more forgiving, of course, because I need to learn to forgive more, and to be more patient. I'm not the most patient person. If something's not working out, it goes in time out. I move on to something else. You will find, and I think a lot of YouTube creators are like this. We have multiple projects going on at one time. So yesterday I was working on, I forgot what I was working on. I don't remember, because whatever it was, it's in timeout right now. And today I am working on a blanket that I'm making for a couple that are getting married in September. And I'm so excited. While I want, hold on, somebody's about to walk through our door. Hold on. I'm back. Sorry about that. One of the benefits of sitting on the front porch is, again, getting the natural light and the natural air. One of the disadvantages is we have one door. So whoever's going in or going out, they're going to stop me from videoing, because I don't want them in the video. That's not fair to them. They didn't sign up for that. And yeah, there we go again. I'll have to find a way to blur that out. I think I'll stick a picture or something. Okay, looks like we have a bird that'll be joining us because he just joined the window. Nonetheless, I kind of forgot where I was. Squirrel moment. Thanks, Juan. So, with that said, I am working on a blanket that I need to have done by September, and I am not anywhere near as far as I should be. But I know that because I am a really good planner about getting things done, it will be done. And hopefully they like it. You'll also notice that on my headset, I have a lot of these little clips. For those of you in the know, these are just stitch markers. I use them for a lot of things, but one of the things about me is there's almost always a crochet project with me wherever I am. And invariably when I'm out and about, I don't have a stitch marker when I need one. So I keep them on my headset, and they're always there. And I can take this out of my ear because I'm not listening to anything right now. But that's neither here nor there. Today isn't just a crochet morning for me, of course. I hope every morning will be a crochet morning for me. But in addition to that, I have a full day with my daycare people. And once that day ends, I will transition and do an interview, because I'm also about to add at least one, maybe two other people to my daycare. So that's going to happen too. And in order to do that, that means getting to know new families. For those of you who do jobs where you have to interview people, it's kind of like a first date. It's really one of those situations where they're getting to know you, you're getting to know them, and you're trying to see if your personalities match up. In my case, I am introducing my background with childcare, what my experiences are, what my techniques are, you know, and I say the same thing every single time. I am going to spoil your baby. If I'm not the right person for you, I totally understand. You might want to look other places. The other thing I always say, as the only person who provides care in this setting, if I'm down, we're closed, period. Whether that means I'm down because I have a doctor's appointment, or I'm down because I have, you know, maternal responsibilities, taking my son to school, picking him up, or getting him to a doctor's appointment, then we're closed. Those types of things mean that you have to have backup care. And for those of you that are young enough to still be parenting, please, if you have an independent care provider, remember your care provider is a human being. We are not animatronic. We don't have substitutes that can step in for us, whereas commercial care can. And for some people, that's why they go commercial care. I totally get it, totally understand it. I took my own kids to commercial care at different times because it was beneficial to them, either for developmental needs or simply because I needed them out of my house. Excuse me. So I endorse it, I encourage it, but at the same time, especially in today's climate where we are dealing with the opportunity, we've been through a pandemic, and I'm going to say it that way for a reason, because so I hear we're not allowed to say that one word. And with that being the case, we'd like, when possible, to stay in a smaller setting to keep ourselves healthy and safe. The other thing about a more intimate setting with a home care situation like I provide is not only are you not coming into so many different people's atmospheres, therefore less likely to come in contact with somebody who might be sick, but you get a more personal and a more intimate experience. Again, back to the tenacity of me, I teach as early as you sit down. My new babies are still exposed to the same things that my toddlers are, and everybody learns the same things when my kids are about 2. And I call them my kids because they're mine. I love all of my children. That's, by that point, it is my hope that I have had the opportunity to teach them the basic skills, their colors, their numbers, and things like that. But that's just my professional background, my fun background. That's my crochet. And that's what I'm here to share with you. So that gives you a little bit more background and information about Michelle, who I am. But let's talk more about YesMichelle Crochets. I'm still trying to figure out exactly what it is that I want to bring to you guys. Like I said in the very beginning, I don't anticipate that I'm going to be giving you tutorials per se. I just want to be that person who sits alongside you, and you pop on one of my videos and you might see me crocheting something and you crochet along, and that way we're in the room. We don't necessarily need to have a long, detailed, extravagant conversation. But in the comments, I'd love for you to share with me some of the things that you're passionate about outside of crochet. And if it's cooking, drop a recipe, or at least drop the name of the item that you like to cook. I'm a big cooking person. In fact, prior to really sharing the fact that I love to crochet, people knew me as someone who cooked. I did freezer meals. I don't do them as much anymore, simply because my children are older. My son lives on college campus. My daughter is in and out a lot. Okay, so this bird really does want to say hi to me. Okay, bye, Mr. Bird. Anyway, with that said, freezer meals, I don't do them quite as much as I used to, but I used to have a group of friends who would get together once a month or once every other month, and we would but assemble 10 meals. It was really 20 because it was 10 recipes, and you doubled them and you set them all up, put them in your freezer, and then you had 20 meals that you didn't have to worry about doing for the next month. This is something I had been doing for years, and because of that, I got a really awesome friend out of it. I got several awesome friends out of it, but one in particular is my friend Sue, whose birthday was yesterday. So happy belated birthday, Sue. If you see this, I just wanted to say happy birthday. Yesterday was also a great day for me because my best friend since I was 7 years old, yeah, her daughter, who is my goddaughter, had a baby. So she had a little girl, and I'm very, very happy for her. It sounds like all went well, although it did happen overnight and I was asleep, so I didn't get to see it. I haven't seen pictures of baby, but I hope to really soon. I know she's going to be a beautiful baby because she's got a beautiful mom and a really nice dad. So there's the blessing in that. And let's see what else I want to talk about. Oh, prior to the freezer meal thing, in 2010, I was looking for something to do beyond the daycare experience. So a long time ago, Michael's used to offer Wilton cake decorating classes, and I took those classes. So I am a certified cake decorator, though I don't do it anymore. I am versed with the buttercream. I know how to make my own buttercream. I'm versed with fondant, and I know how to make all the flowers and all of the things that go along with all of that. There were 3 different types of classes that were available, and I took all 3 and got certified in all 3. So I do have that in my background as well. Artistry is something that comes to me, and I didn't know that about myself, but that goes to the idea of speaking positivity and being supportive to people who are trying something different or showing you their independence and creativity. I can't always say I had that as a child and a young adult, so I'm really keen about making sure that I'm supportive and encouraging to people who are trying something unique and different and special, because everyone has a talent, whether that is in an art, be it fiber or food or whatever. Painting, believe me, I can't paint. And never, 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 never ask me to sing. You will hurt yourself trying, because it is an ugly, ugly sound. I am not a singer. I can talk. Your girl can talk. But I cannot sing. I admit it. And I love to sing. I just don't love to hurt people's ears, so I don't sing around people. My babies hear me sing, but hey, I change their diapers. It's a fair exchange. With that said, I hope I made you laugh today. I hope you enjoy your day. I hope you do something fun and productive. And I hope you remember to hit like, because I need the like. I do hope you've subscribed if you haven't already. And more than anything, I hope you have some fun today. If I have the opportunity, I am going to put a little bit of video of me just crocheting. There won't be any commentary. I don't think there's going to be any music with it. I'm not making you a promise that it's going to be there. But if it is, it'll come after this. Until then, take care. Have some fun today and make it a great one. Bye-bye.